Lola FM.
Hello. So today we're talking about something that hits both the body and the mind. Strength after survival. When we talk about breast cancer recovery, most people picture rest and fragility. But what if movement, strength, and training could actually help survivors rebuild confidence and trust in their bodies again? And as always, joining us, Coach Paul Sava. Welcome back, Coach Paul.
Hello. Thank you for having me again. How are you?
It's great to have you back. I'm good. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
Everything is great. Thank you.
So, Coach Paul, many breast cancer survivors talk about how hard it is to trust their bodies again after treatment. From your experience, how does strength training help rebuild that trust, not just physically, but mentally too?
Yeah, so this is a really powerful question because after something as tough as cancer treatment, many people can feel disconnected from their own bodies. So I believe that strength training is one of the best tools to rebuild that connection. It gives you evidence. You start seeing that your body can move again, can lift again, can progress again. And each repetition is a message to your body, to your nervous system that you're safe, you're strong, and you can trust your body again. Mentally as well, that's huge because you're not just training your muscles, you're rebuilding your confidence, your body awareness, and your self-belief.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. So it's actually very beneficial for survivors to go into like strengthening how they are physically or mentally, both ways.
Absolutely.
Coach, now on the physical side, let's talk prevention. Can structured strength and conditioning actually reduce the risk of injuries and complications after recovery? And what kind of training approach works best for people rebuilding stamina and energy in their own pace?
Yeah, this is a great question. So on the physical side, yes, structured strength training and conditioning can absolutely support long-term health and reduce complications after recovery. Resistance training helps restore bone density, improve circulation, and reduces fatigue, which are all common post-treatment challenges that people face. When done correctly, it also protects the joints and the muscles from injury by rebuilding stability and coordination. Now, the key is a progressive and individualized approach, starting with light movement, focusing on movement quality, breathing, posture first, and then gradually increasing the resistance. Mm-hmm. And if we combine that with gentle aerobic exercise, such as walking, cycling, swimming, or flexibility and mobility work, that's the formula for safe, sustainable strength and energy, basically.
That's amazing. And for anyone listening right now, Coach, whether they are a survivor or someone supporting one, what's one small, realistic step they can take this week to start moving towards strength safely and confidently?
Yeah, so if you're listening now, whether you're a survivor or supporting someone who is, starting with one small, realistic step this week would be probably the way to go. Maybe that's a 10-minute walk each morning, or 2 sets of bodyweight squats or wall push-ups. So the goal isn't necessarily perfection, it's just momentum and getting back into it. So every small step is a vote of confidence for your health. And over time, those small wins build a body and mind that you can trust again.
Amazing. Coach Paul, thank you so much for being with us today. That was really powerful. And it's amazing to talk about this, especially in October, the month of breast cancer. It's a reminder that strength isn't just built in the gym, it's built through patience, courage, and consistency. Again, thank you, Coach Paul, for being here with us. We appreciate your time and all the insight you've shared.
Lola FM.
The sound of Arabia.